Hello Capricorns, how you doing? And welcome back to the Astroflower for your weekly reading going from the 28th of September through to the 5th of October. Hope you're doing well. Messages from energy, no going back. After the conscious shift that you may have been experiencing over the last couple of weeks, there's no going back to the old world, the old consciousness. It's going forward to something, going and exploring the new consciousness that is in front of us. Also, the energies, it looks like there's going to be water and fire energy. So we're going to be looking at that a little bit later on. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're doing a little bit, going back, mixing out with the old format, so we're going to be going into the chakra sequencing to start with, and then we're going to be going into the messages from energy and pulling some cards at the same time on your astro flowers. We've gone through the elements, okay? So yes, get ready. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Let's connect first of all to the energies and find out your chakra sequencing. And see what's going on there. Okay, so here we go. We've got the central point there. Now we've got the crown and the root. Actually, incredibly light, this crown and root. I think you're one of these signs, Capricorns. And it certainly was very true for me, as I am a Capricorn. There was a lot of clarity on the pathway that we should be living, the karmic path, what we should be doing. There's how to negotiate or how to engage in our sort of plans, projects, our relationships, everything. It seems to have a lot of clarity this week here. So, and that can sort of play out very nicely within your astro flower. So the crown and the root here seems to be really light in a way. It's almost as if like you found that skip in your step again. Wow, that's really nice. Where's it moving on to now? Let's just see where it moves on to. So it moves on to the throat and third eye. I think you need to be cautious about what you say. So I think you need to think twice about saying something. I wouldn't go shooting off, allowing your fire to sort of, because you may say something that you may regret, but also you may get engaged in something that you may regret. And so forth. I think it's a case of here of sort of like being very conscious about how you use your throat chakra, using it to see through the different layers of energy rather than using it for communication. And it's all to do with the backward thinking. I say backward thinking, not backward thinking, but thinking that's going on in the back of your mind, as it were, sort of thing. The third eye, yeah, it's pretty calm. It's very relaxed, because I think you should be knowing where you're going more than anything else. Okay, it's moving now on to the solar plexus. And this is the solar plexus that's got a warm, solid glow to it. It's like a furnace. Rather than like a blazing fire, it's a furnace. You've got a lot of determination. You've got a lot of sort of willpower as well this week here. So use that sort of stubbornness that you do have with the world sometimes, Capricorn, and sort of kind of going, yes, I'm going to get what I so want out of life. And it's really, yeah, using that confidence that you have within you. Then where does it move on to now? Because it's on the move again. It's moving on to the heart chakra here. I would be very wary about trying to carry the world upon your shoulders this week. And this is what I said about the throat chakra as well. If you're going to carry the world upon your shoulders, you're going to you're going to eliminate the heart chakra. And the heart chakra really does need to flow here. I think once you get this determination and this excitement about living life and following your pathway, there is no stopping you at the moment, Capricorn. It seems like you've really got a rhythm and got a real bee in your bonnet about life at the moment. Okay, so and it does go on to the sacrum after that, and I think this is it's like you're sort of like discovering something, and you're kind of going, yes, this is exactly what I should be doing. and you've got that determination with you. You're not getting too complicated in the way of conversations. And all of a sudden you kind of go, well, if I want this, therefore I've got to do this, I've got to do that. It's all about the needs and the wants here. The wants are being provided or fueled by your needs. So I want to do something, and if I want to do that, I need to do this, this, and this in order to get it in place. Absolutely beautiful. And then goes back to the crown and the root, which is so lovely. It's so luscious. It's lush, as they would say in Wales. Absolutely beautiful energies in that sort of respect, really. Okay, let's just see how that chakra sequencing plays out in your Astroflower. So here we got your Astroflower in front of you. One thing I will say about you, Capricorn, you're a full sign. You're an earth sign, but you've actually got a lot more water in you than you do have earth. And look at all that water. All that water is at your base. So your waters and your emotions run very, very deep. This is why I think you need to be very attentive about the words you use or the words you say in personal or in business conversations. So you're not sort of getting yourself in hot water. You're not also committing to something that you can't fulfill, because you will fulfill it, Capricorn, because you're like that. And sometimes it's better that you don't get involved right from the word go. So I think this is where you need to be, your communication needs to be very selective more than anything else. So we got all this sort of like water that runs through here. You do have this fire here that comes in from Sagittarius, and this comes in on your financial side. And I think this is where, you're a bit of a workaholic. We love working, don't we, Capricorn? And especially when things work for us. And I think this is where you can play with your passions a little bit in life in order to progress your goals, your financial goals, your career path, any sort of projects or businesses that you so wish to be doing. We also find this fire down here, which comes in from Aries, and that gives you a direction in regards to meeting other people, engaging with people that are around you. But you have the control over the water here. You have the control over that throat, the communication, and the emotions of how much emotions that you put into the connections with other people. What I would suggest is wait to see what sort of passions come into your life before you actually, the engagement or of other people and how people engage their passions with you before you really start sort of allowing your emotions to open up. It's not a case of being sort of, closed off to the emotional sort of side. But I think if you're looking, should be looking at quality connections with other people rather than quantity connections with other people. Okay. Let's just get into the messages from energy for you. So let's just connect to that energy there. We will be putting a few cards on this as we go. Okay, so we're connecting to that energy here. We're going to get a general energy. I get like, it's almost, you could be involved with a Scorpio, but I get this sensation of like you're shedding an outer shell. It's like you're finally coming out of your shell, and it's like when like a snake or a scorpion or crabs, when they shed their shell is because they're growing, and I feel that you are growing enormously at the moment. Finally, things are sort of starting to gel. They're starting to kick for you, being very much more productive, and this is making you grow in stature more than anything else. So the general energy is really feeling confident about your future because you seem to be growing into it. What else is coming out there on the general energies there? You have this magic wand. You have the magic within your grasp here. And it could be that you're very lucky and fortunate at the moment, which is really good. So if you want to play the lottery this week here. But it just seems like you've got this magic wand that you're manifesting something. This is it. It is the magician. You're turning into the magician here. And I think the magician is all to do with being that silent side of it all that comes out of it. Okay, so that's a really positive in the way of general energies here. And I think this is where you will be able to control your passions or your fire that you put into a situation. When you start doing that, and taking control over what you put your passions into, that's when you can really manifest things in a really beautiful way. Okay, let's just have a look and see what's going on the financial side. I get I get Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. There seems to be like something brand new that is a real money earner, or it's a new re-engaged passion for something, and that re-engagement of that passion is helping you to open up to the idea, kind of going, do you know what, this could be the dream job for me, or this could be the ultimate business that I should be doing, or project that I should be doing. And it's you're conjuring up. This is where I get a table of abundance as well for you. You have this. You know, the moment you start putting your passions into something, you are going to be very, very abundant, Capricorn. It seems like it plays really, really beautiful for you. And I think that's got to do with that sort of emotional being straight. You've got that fixed air, fixed water that comes in there, comes in from Scorpio. So this is how you transition the energy from the past ideas into your future, okay? And being emotionally and verbally sort of like very precise in how you engage in life. Your passions can be there, but without you risking your emotional sort of side. So let's just pull a few. There's two cards that want to come out there. Look at that. Three of Pentacles, and you get the Two of Swords. Three of Pentacles is sort of card, this one here. It's a card about recognizing your own quality within you, recognizing the brilliance that is within you, because then others will recognize it as well within you. And you've got to start off by recognizing that brilliance within you. And I think that comes down to that determination, that solar plexus, and really sort of using that furnace of sort of beautiful fire, fiery, or really abundant energy. And once you do, you can then recognize also at the same time the quality of other people that you so wish to be working with as you go forward. With the Two of Swords here, there may be a choice that you are making from within you. And I think you need to be, you need to be reliant upon what you feel about a situation. More than anything else, I think this is where this is the starting point of the idea of what you can achieve in life, and there may be a little bit of travel involved as well, or organizing a little bit of travel involved that comes in with it. It really, and it may be just traveling in life rather than physically traveling. Let's just see where it goes to in the future. Look at that, the Emperor card. You are really owning it, Capricorn, this week. You can really own it. If you put the passions into, the direction that you feels good for you, that you're trusting your intuition, that Emperor card is going to really bring some beautiful rewards for you, no doubt about it. And the Emperor is a control over his physical side, his physical empire. And, this is where your passions for what you want to do, of what you want to live, will be the deciding factor, basically. Yeah, the Strength card. There is so much. Look at that. That's your future. How much strength is in that there, And that's the sort of like, he's got that staff of life there he's holding in his right hand there. And that's that magic wand, I think, that I was talking about earlier on. And, you've got this capacity, and it is that staff of life, the eternal life. I think once you start realizing that when you engage your passions, you live every single day fully. And that Strength card there, that person there has got that sort of infinity sign above their head. There's no more doubt in them whatsoever. They're quite happily just sticking their hands down that lion's throat, as it were, and that's because you've got no more doubt within life and you're really going for it. But that infinity sign that's just above their head is also found on the Magician's card as well. So I think you've got all the attributes to manifest what you so desire in life. Very good for you, Capricorn. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side for you. On the relationship side, I think it's like you've got the choice of. There seems to be loads of cards on the table here. I think you're putting your cards on the table emotionally, physically, morally, spiritually, within your connection in regards to relationships around you. And if you put your cards on the table, you can then choose the cards that you wish to play. And I think you are in control of your destiny here. This is what it seems like on your relationship side. And I get this thing where you're opening a door. I don't think you're opening a door to go somewhere. I think you're opening a. Someone seems to be knocking on your door. Uh, Someone seems to be knocking on your door here, Capricorn, and I would open it up. I would open it up, Capricorn. It's you're opening up to love in that respect, but it's on your terms more than anything else. Okay, let's just look at that. You get the star card. You know, the star card there is all about your ultimate dreams. I'm wishing on a star. That's what you're doing. You know, and this is the ultimate goals for you here. And when you've got that sort of mutable water that comes in here, and that comes in from Pisces, it's starting from a dream. And I think this could be, as I say, I think if people have come to your door and knock on your door, then I would open it up and see what's going on. Yeah, you're coming out of hermit mode. I think we talked about it in the last couple of weeks about you being a little bit in hermit mode. I think you've realised that the brilliant thing about, oh my word, the brilliant thing about this, right? Okay, you got the star card, right? Yeah. And and then you got the hermit. Now look what he's got in that lantern. That is the star card. You are seizing upon your destiny in regards to relationships that are around you in a fantastic way, Capricorn. Really, really, I think you're opening up. You've got an opportunity here for love. There is no doubt about it. There's that Ace of Pentacles. This person who's coming into your life may be tied into physical activities, material life. Could even be someone that you work with, or something like that. That's the future. There's something that you can. Someone's coming in where you can actually build something. It builds for and creates abundance within your life. That's what I feel that they're doing. I think they're coming to the table now, or coming to your door. They're not coming empty-handed, as it were. And you get the Queen of Swords. It could well be a Libran for you, and I wish it was. But, it could be a Libra that finally comes to your door and really offers you the ultimate goal, basically, the ultimate joy and happiness within regards to sort of relationships. I need to pull one card there on the general energies that's going through there in the middle. Let's just see what's going on there. Yeah, you're concentrating on your work, on your Capricorn. You're terrible. With the Eight of Pentacles on there, I think this is also concentrating on a relationship that can work more than anything else. Okay, so there you go, Capricorn. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Really do appreciate all the support you give to this channel by subscribing, liking and sharing. Don't forget, when you do subscribe, click that bell so you can get notifications, because then you'll be able to have the messages from Energy and also come on to the live asking questions and so forth. There's lots of other videos that we're going to be doing. We may be even doing some healing videos for each sign next week as well. So you might want to join us there for that. In the meantime, Capricorn, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.